Hi everyone, I'm Robert Rivest. I just led a mindfulness meditation sangha in the Thich Nhat Hanh tradition, and I led participants through a meditation called Sitting with the Buddha. It's by Thich Nhat Hanh. Now, you can imagine sitting with the Buddha or another spiritual leader or teacher that you admire, or just a person that you find very peaceful. So you can imagine that you're sitting with them. Now remember, Buddha was a person, just a person who practiced and attained enlightenment and then taught for 40 years. So he was a person, nothing to believe or unbelieve. So I'll say, whenever you hear me say sitting with the Buddha, you can either picture the Buddha or a spiritual teacher that you admire, or a friend, or someone that you know that really embodies enlightenment, peace, understanding. This is from Thich Nhat Hanh. When you sit on your own, you may like to think the Buddha is sitting with you. You can say, "Dear Buddha, I invite you to sit with me. Please make good use of my back. Make good use of my lungs. When you breathe, I know your quality of breathing is very good. Use my lungs and my upright back." The Buddha isn't someone outside of you. The Buddha is inside of each one of us. There are seeds of mindfulness, peace, and enlightenment within each of us. When you sit, you give these seeds a chance to manifest. When you invite the Buddha to sit, he will sit beautifully right away. You don't have to do anything. You just enjoy his sitting, his breathing. And he goes on to say, so there are times you might not feel like practicing, but you have the Buddha or your spiritual teacher or friend practice for you, and in essence you align with the energy of that person. And you can recite these. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. Just align with that. Meditate on that for a moment. When you find yourself in a difficult situation, or you're feeling too upset or restless to sit, ask the Buddha to do it for you. Then it becomes easy. I invite the Buddha to breathe. I invite the Buddha to sit. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to sit. Buddha is breathing. Buddha is sitting. I enjoy the breathing. I enjoy the sitting. Really feel that. Buddha is breathing. Buddha is sitting. I enjoy the breathing. I enjoy the sitting. Buddha is the breathing. Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing. I am the sitting. Visualize that. Buddha is the breathing. Buddha is the sitting. I am the breathing. I am the sitting. I am the breathing. I am the sitting. There is only the breathing. There is only the sitting. There is no one breathing. There is no one sitting. Really feel that. There is only the breathing. There is only the sitting. There is no one breathing. There is no one sitting. Breathe with that for a moment. When the Buddha breathes, the quality of breathing is light and easy. When the Buddha sits, the quality of sitting is perfect. When the Buddha breathes, the quality of breathing is light and easy. When the Buddha sits, the quality of sitting is perfect. The Buddha doesn't exist outside of the breathing and the sitting. There is only the breathing and the sitting. There is no breather and no sitter. When there is a high quality of breathing or sitting, when thoughts, speech, and action are full of mindfulness and compassion, you know the Buddha is there. There is no Buddha outside of these things. I am breathing. I am sitting. There is breathing. There is sitting. There is no one breathing, no one sitting. Joy is the breathing. Peace is the sitting. Joy is the sitting. Peace is the breathing. Joy is the breathing. Peace is the sitting. Joy is the sitting. Peace is the breathing. And that's from a meditation, guided meditation from Thich Nhat Hanh. So there's another meditation where you're going through a difficult time, or let's say it's something that you've already went through, and you visualize someone that you really admire going through that, and you watch and you witness how they handle it. So you might take a moment now to picture either a spiritual leader, a teacher, or a person that you admire going through what we're going through, and align with the energy, the choices that they make, which may be more mindful, more kind, generous, compassionate, understanding, and loving. So take a moment just to align with that energy without judging yourself. Just aligning with the energy and inviting that energy to be within you, helping you make choices in action and speech that are more mindful, kind, loving, compassionate. Now, you know that I love also to do smiling and breathing meditation. If you don't feel like smiling, imagine someone else is smiling for you, and you just align with that smiling energy. And without trying or any effort, your smile lifts. Your cheeks go up, your lips curl up in the corners, your eyelids, your eyebrows. Align with the person that you know that loves smiling. See them smiling. Imagine they're right by your side. Imagine they're within you and you're within them. And this smile energy just lifts up to the sky. There's no doing. There's allowing and flowing. So let that smile energy from people that you admire, people who smile you love, let that smile energy lift your facial muscles up, your spirit, your energy. And the same with laughing. Laughing and smiling are really good for you. They release endorphins and serotonin. They lower the stress hormone. They help your immune system. Oh, I don't feel like smiling. I don't feel like laughing. Imagine someone who really does. Imagine someone who is awesome at smiling and laughing. And imagine they're right there beside you. They're smiling and laughing with you. 1, 2, 3, go. Sitting with the Buddha, smiling with the Buddha, laughing with the Buddha, Buddha energy flying out. Sitting with the Buddha, breathing with the Buddha, smiling with the Buddha, laughing with the Buddha. We are the breathing, we are the sitting, we are the smiling, we are the laughing. Smiling and laughing with the Buddha. Sitting, breathing with the Buddha. One with the energy of enlightenment, love, compassion, joy. Thank you for joining me. Remember, we can get through this together. There are many practices on the planet to help us feel more rooted and grounded, centered, mindful, aware that we can move towards love, towards light, towards healing energy. We can cultivate it in our practices for ourselves and share it with the world. I usually end my Sangha by having us do a brief meditation on feeling deep peace within ourselves and peace throughout the world. And then take some time thinking about what's coming up for you next week and how you can bring this feeling of peace, love, kindness, and compassion towards what you'll be doing that in the past may have challenged you or that you have a concern about. Bring this breath, this smiling, this laughing, this sitting energy with you. So take a moment, visualize peace within, peace around the world, how you'll carry this energy with you throughout the week. Much love and light to you. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. See you next time.